Sauron.
Hello again, right, 10 to 9 here. Now, the last time we saw them, Gandalf, Bilbo Baggins and the company of dwarves, they were heading east towards Lonely Mountain.
So what will the latest film, The Desoltaion of Smaug, bring in their adventure? Take a look.
What is this place?
The Desolation of Smaug.
Destroy the dragon. Take back your homeland.
The dwarf will never be king. Our time has come again.
Smaug. We can never... Every time I read that word, I'm like, how's it said again? Dom Corry, what did you think of the film?
I thought it was really awesome. You know, a lot of people complain that the first one was a bit languid in its pace and too many dishwashing scenes and stuff. But this one, if you see it as the second part of a 9-hour saga, the first one makes more sense as kind of a nice, jolly build-up. And this one, they just crack straight into it. Great action set pieces. It's kind of a chase film. There's lots of darkness in here that I really liked. You saw it, Rawdon, right?
Saw it last night, thought it was brilliant. I'd say you've got to be into your Tolkien, you've got to be into this genre of movie to really get the most out of it.
So you have to know the story if you didn't go to the first one?
No, I just think you need to have an enthusiasm, excuse me, to see that kind of stuff on screen. Peter Jackson's talent is in full effect here. There's this Mirkwood sequence at the beginning where this mushroom gas kind of makes them all freak out and have hallucinations. That leads into an insane spider set piece that's creepy and odd and weird. I thought it was a lot darker than the first film. I almost worried about some of the younger kids. Your 11-year-old was fine, right? Yeah,
he knows it, he's read it, he loves it. But I did think long and carefully, because it's rated, it's classified M, mature, so it's a case of, you know, be aware of the fact that it's not necessarily going to be to all your kids' tastes.
Yeah, they bring Legolas back and he gets so many of those amazing Legolas moments where he's surfing on people and doing flips and stuff. Tauriel.
He's got a mate, Tauriel.
Yeah, Evangeline Lilly.
Is that Evangeline Lilly?
Yeah, from Lost. She's brought in as this female. She's a good character. They get a burgeoning kind of love triangle thing going with one of the less ugly dwarves. And, but this all really came down to the dragon Smaug. For me, the last third of the film set in the Lonely Mountain. This is such a new benchmark for large-scale creatures on screen. I almost see it as much of a step forward as Gollum was in The Two Towers, just in how there's this giant creature, and he's a character. He's not just a big monster. He talks, he engages with Bilbo, he has these kind of snide little moments. He actually resonates as a fully formed construct as opposed to just a picture of destruction or something. I was so impressed by Smaug.
Do you think people are still excited about these movies, or do you think the excitement is waning as we go through each one?
I think in New Zealand we get a bit... we've started to take it for granted a little bit, I think, and all we can do is sort of... A lot of people put their hands, fold their arms up and, like, try to pick it apart. But what this film reminded me was just how much glee comes through in Peter Jackson's filmmaking style when he's working in this arena. He is the best in the world at this kind of thing, and the set pieces here just show that, the creativity in them, the character dynamics that come out in the action. It's really hard to pull that off, and he does it in a way that I think we've forgotten to appreciate a bit, because these things can be so shallow, especially when you've got a monster the size of Smaug and he has to play an integral role in the story. The fact that he wasn't just a picture of unfettered evil, I was so impressed by.
Stars?
4 stars.
Is that what you would have given it?
I'd give it 4 as well. Very quickly, the first character you see in the entire film?
PJ.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Peter Jackson.
Also, keep an eye out for the Stephen Colbert cameo in Lake Town.
I'll watch out for those too. Thanks, Dom. Nice to have you back.
I thought I was hallucinating from the mushroom gas, but no, it was him.
All right, stay with us. We'll be back.